All right. Welcome back to Everything Football Podcast, where everything we talk is football. Today we got a little special episode,
Of
little
course.
tier list episode of putting the teams going into next year into tiers.
Of course. Let's go.
Let's hop right into it.
I'll take you there right now. And we're here.
All right,
Here
we're
this
here.
time.
Here's the tiers. Ethan, take us through what tiers we got.
So we have the Super Bowl favorites, Super Bowl contenders, playoff teams, playoff hopefuls, missing playoff teams, mediocre at best, young but intriguing, and number one pick contention.
All right.
So, all right, here we go. First team up here, the New
New
Orleans
Orleans.
Saints.
Uh,
Very bad. Derek Carr is gone.
yeah, I'd say they go probably mediocre at best.
You think so? I mean, I remember that defense is okay, honestly.
Yeah, they just feel like a mid team to me.
Feel like a mid team. Honestly, I would put
Yeah.
Miami right above them in missing playoff teams. Like I think they're like right below
Yeah.
playoff hopeful. Oh, maybe they could be playoff. I mean, they could be hopeful. I mean, Tyreek Hill is a disaster. Jalen Ramsey wants to
Yeah.
kill himself.
I bank. Yeah, I'm. That's a good bet. Missing playoff teams. That's a good bet to take there. Yeah.
That's what I would put there. Baltimore, we know where they're going. I don't even gotta talk about this one. It could be.
Either Super Bowl favorites or contenders. Yeah, you can flip flop them.
Yeah,
I
if
guess.
they're a favorite, they're probably the least likely favorite. Like I would like if there's like four favorites, I would put them at four.
Yeah, I'll take that. Baltimore up there.
The Bengals.
That's a tough team to rank. The Bengals.
Trey
No,
Hendrickson is still unsigned.
no defense. All offense. I don't know. Uh, I don't know. This is tough.
Like,
This is a tough
I
one.
definitely can't see them missing the playoffs again, but you can't just put them in playoff team because
That's
I
true.
like
Yeah.
playoff hopeful for the
I
Bengals.
yeah, I think that's about right, honestly. Playoff hopeful.
But if that defense is bad again, it's gonna be literally the same thing as last year. If that defense is terrible again, like
I
the
agree.
exact same shit. That defense was terrible. Oh my god, it was so
Yeah,
bad. Wasted an MVP
yeah,
year from Joe Burrow. Terrible.
yeah. Wasted MVP year, historic season for the offense. The defense just was the reason why they missed out on the playoffs, dude. Like they literally gave up more points than Burrow and Chase and the offense. All the guys on offense were able to put up points.
That's
Like
just
it's actually
crazy.
it's incredible. It really is.
Fucking crazy, man. And they still were able to squeeze out 8 games.
Yeah, yeah. I know. And
Nuts.
whatever, I guess, you know. Denver Broncos. Moving on. I put them playoff hopeful, dude.
Yeah, I think they were a pretty solid team last year.
Yeah,
But
playoff
do you think
hopeful
they're maybe
seems.
better than the Bengals or
Nah, nah. I put them just under the Bengals, I guess. Like one of the tail end teams there in the playoff hopeful.
smile and
Um,
wave? Let's continue.
yeah, let's continue. New York Giants, yeah, number one pick contention, most likely. I mean, they could be mid, but like,
I mean, young but intriguing. If we're being fair, rookie quarterback that maybe will play later. Abdul Carter is very good. Malik Neighbors is very good. You know,
young but intriguing.
we'll be nice. We'll be nice to our
Will be
rivals. We'll be nice. We'll be nice. We'll put them in young but intriguing.
will be
But
nice.
I
Yeah,
don't think they're not going to be very good.
yeah. Minnesota
Minnesota
playoff team,
playoff
just a play.
team, yeah, definitely not a
Yeah,
contender, but they're a playoff team.
yeah. Rams contender.
Yeah, with Stafford back, I like that Rams team a lot. I really do. They're
They
very.
gave us a run for our money last
They
year.
did. They would have won that game. They would have went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Yep. Because they probably would have beat Washington, right?
Yeah, I think they would have absolutely. It would, it would,
Yeah.
it would have been. Yeah, it would have been in LA too. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have. So yeah, they would have won that game. I think.
Yeah. Anyway, Tampa Bay playoff hopeful.
Honestly,
Seems about
I would
right.
look to go playoff team because that division is terrible.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's
not
true.
though. I mean, Atlanta's gonna have Michael Penis,
Yeah,
so
Michael Penis, but I don't know. Yeah, Atlanta always disappoints,
they
dude.
do. New Orleans is not good in Carolina. We'll get to them later.
Yeah,
We go. I mean, that's not better than the Vikings, but I think they're usually
yeah.
a shoe in. They're usually a
Throw
shoe
him in
in that division every
there.
year.
Yeah, throw him in the playoff team. Um,
These
Detroit,
assholes.
Detroit Lions easily Super Bowl favorites. I mean, they have a very good team. The roster is very deep. Aiden Hutchinson will be back. I mean, it's he's the one man wrecking crew on that defense.
That is very true. They'll be a lot more healthier. That being said, let's hope
Yeah,
their new coordinators and bring what Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn brought these last couple of years.
that's their only real question mark is the
Is that?
coaching staff,
Yep.
dude.
But other than that, yeah, they are a very good roster.
They still got Dan Campbell running the show though, and but yeah, we got to see what these coordinators are about. But yeah, that's really their only question mark headed
I
into
think
the
they're
year.
very good, but 15-2, good, probably not.
Yeah, we'll see.
That's not gonna happen again. No chance.
Yeah, we'll see.
Chicago. Hey,
Is
Chicago. What do you say?
very interesting team, Chicago. I'm gonna put them in either playoff hopeful or missing playoffs.
I actually agree when it comes to the playoff hopeful. I feel like that's what the vibes are in Chicago
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
Ben Johnson with the new head coach, Caleb Williams going into year two. I feel
Very
like
good, very good young squad. Just a very competitive division.
yeah, yeah.
Very
They
competitive
might they might
division.
they might they might be fourth place but still make the playoffs, dude.
Exactly, right?
That division is crazy, man.
Yeah.
The
San
Niners.
San Francisco 49ers. I want to put them in the missing playoff tier.
Ooh, interesting.
Honestly, I think I think their window is slammed shut, and yeah, they lost a lot of guys, and health is always a question mark with them. So, but they could easily bounce back and prove me wrong. But for now, I'm probably going to put them in the playoff or the missing playoff tier. How about you?
I would say they're playoff hopefuls, but on the lower end.
Okay.
So Brock Purdy did just get that big. He got his money. He
Yeah.
what's it called? I know George Kittle's gonna be back, which I can't stand that piece of shit. Debo's gone, so maybe they could bring back. I mean, but Ayuk's come back from the injury. It's like they're definitely hopeful. But that being said, it could definitely like really fall apart this year for the Niners.
Yeah, I hear you.
They had a really bad year this year.
Yeah.
They just weren't simply weren't a good team this year. Even without the injuries, I don't think it would have been that much different. I mean, Ayuk
Yes.
did not look good. He missed the whole training camp, and no, surprise, surprise, team's gotta stop. That shit has to stop. The whole training camp shit. Like, you gotta like the whole holding out thing is getting so old in my opinion, man. It's so annoying.
Yeah, I agree. So yeah, they've kind of just float around either playoff hopeful or missing playoffs. They're just float around there.
Definitely better than Miami, though. I would say. So
Yeah, yeah.
they could be the best missing playoff teams.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
All right, well,
well, the Super Bowl's
my
here
Philadelphia
next.
Eagles will put them right in front of Super Bowl favorites, top of the top Super Bowl favorites. It's just not really much to say there. Just
The champs.
defending champs. The success speaks for itself. So, not really much to say there. But Philadelphia Eagles, Super Bowl favorites going into next year, top of the top. Moving on, the Vegas Raiders.
Just got Geno Smith. He didn't write back yet.
He didn't write back yet.
Honestly, I can see them being the Super Bowl favorite.
Honestly, yeah, put him right up there.
Put them right up there. Honestly, better than the Eagles, I would say. He didn't write back.
Better than the Eagles. Yep,
Geno Smith, when he doesn't write back, they're dangerous.
they're dangerous. Yep,
Uh,
it's true.
dude.
Um, to be realistic though, probably mediocre at
Yeah,
best.
I actually agree. They're better than New Orleans though.
Yeah.
They could be like a 7-win team, maybe.
Yeah.
But Taz go. They got Brock Bowers, who is a beast. Max Crosby, the defense is not bad. They still have a ways to go, but they're definitely almost there. Oh, and Ashley Genty, of course, forgot. After him, he can become a top 10, top 5 running back immediately.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
So we'll be safe and go mediocre at best, but they could very easily be up,
Better
up,
than
yeah,
that. Yeah.
up here.
They could contend for a playoff spot, maybe.
That being said, they have 3 teams right now better than them, so we'll see. In that division, I'm at,
Yeah.
Chiefs, Chargers, and Bengals and Broncos are pretty good. Green Bay,
Green Bay Packers.
who I hate so much, but
Another tough team to rank. Um, Probably a playoff team.
yeah,
Yeah,
who better than
probably.
Minnesota or right smack in the middle here?
I'm gonna put them probably smack in the middle, but honestly, I trust them more than Minnesota come playoff time. So maybe they can go ahead.
Yeah, okay, let's go.
I do trust them more, to be honest with you.
They almost won that wild card game. They kept it close. If Jordan Love didn't forget how to play football, they could have had a chance to win that game.
Yeah, exactly. Um, yeah, I trust them more than Minnesota, and I also forgot. Minnesota, they have a rookie quarterback
They do.
going into next year.
They
Yeah,
do.
so
JJ
that's a big
McCarthy.
question mark for Minnesota. So got to see how McCarthy plays. So
I like JJ though. A lot of people like JJ. I'm with that. I'm with that crew. I like McCarthy a lot.
yeah,
I think he could be
what
something.
Washington Commanders, man,
Oh man.
tough team to rank, but I think they've earned Super Bowl contender.
I think they probably did. That being said, look out for the sophomore slump. Every amazing rookie quarterback for the beginning of time had the sophomore slump. Every single one of them. So
Yeah,
look out for it.
look out for the sophomore slump with Jaden Daniels, but other than that, they've earned that spot in that tier. I wouldn't go as far as say they're favorites, but Super Bowl contender is very respectable
Yeah.
for them. Arizona Cardinals.
It's pretty easy for me. It's very, very mediocre at best. I mean, it just has to be.
Yeah, pretty much. Nothing really much to say.
See, I've started to maybe like respect Kyler a little more, but it's just I don't know. It just he doesn't really wow anybody anymore like he did
No,
back early in his
no, it
career.
doesn't. No, he just. It seems like I don't know. He starts off hot and then he always just finishes cold. You
Every
know what I mean?
every year, every year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
I
getting
don't.
I'm getting
He's only
sick of
brought them to the
Kyler.
playoffs. What, one time?
Yeah, and he played horrible in that game, 2021. They
Yeah.
were like I remember that was the year they were like what 7-0, 7 and
Yeah.
1, and they finished 10-7 or whatever the fuck, 11
Yeah.
6. Like
Yep. Yep.
that was back with Cliff Kingsbury. But now they got Jonathan Gannon, who I think has been a pretty solid coach, but not like his probably his last year. I mean they'll go win like another 7 games with an okay defense, and then Kyler and Marv will make some plays, and that's gonna be it.
Yep.
And,
Yep.
and then Kyle will get hurt or something, miss like 3 weeks, and that's tanks the season. Like, it's
Yeah.
all it's been these last couple of years.
Yeah. I hear you. Yep. Um, Pittsburgh Steelers, very tough team to rank as well.
The streak, the streak will never die. It will never
Yeah,
die.
I think they float around in either playoff team, playoff hopeful, or
Actually, yeah,
missing playoff.
playoff hopeful. Because the streak is over 500,
Yeah.
not playoff team. So
Yeah.
that's what we're and they have Aaron fucking Rodgers on their team. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Listen, it depends how Rogers plays. Rogers plays great. You could go far. Plays like a bitch. You could very well flame out and miss the playoffs. So it really just depends.
I don't think Mike Tomlin cares as long as they go 9-8.
Yeah, as long as they go 9-8, they'll be all right. Which they definitely have the roster to be 9-8. So
Yeah, that is very true. With DK Metcalf and George Pickens. Wait a minute, they traded away George Pickens. Why? I don't
yeah,
know.
why would they? I don't know. But Buffalo Bills, Buffalo Bills.
I knew you were gonna say. I was waiting for it. Shout out James Drews.
Uh, um, Buffalo Bills. I don't know. You like favorites or contender?
I mean,
Either one.
you can't be a favorite, in my opinion, if you keep losing to the same team every single year.
Yeah, I agree.
That being said, I think they're way better than the Rams and the Commanders.
Yeah, I think you're right at the tail end of contenders. You know what I mean? Like right
So,
at the
yeah,
top.
right here, yeah, I'll put them right there. Like when you keep losing to the same team, it's hard to take you seriously out there, man. Like, come
Yeah,
on, you gotta go beat KC, guys. Come on, Jesus, man. Like, it's embarrassing at this point. Like, it's really fucking embarrassing to
yeah,
constantly lose to these assholes. Yeah, but
yeah. It is embarrassing, but hopefully they get over the hump. It could be Eagles and Bills in the Super Bowl. You know,
they almost had it.
almost had it.
Buffalo would have won that game too. Damn, they would
No,
have.
they,
They
no, they
would
won't.
have. They would have.
That Eagles team wasn't losing to anybody. You're high. You're high.
Oh man, Atlanta,
Uh, Atlanta,
Michael
Atlanta
Penis.
Falcons. Atlanta Falcons is they're honestly they're young but intriguing to me. How about you?
Young and intriguing, yeah. I definitely think they're better than these three teams, but based off the tier, we'll put them young and intriguing. Because they have Michael Penis, who's not really technically young, but like second year, he's an old rookie, or he was an old rookie. They got
Yeah,
Kyle Pitts, who needs to get traded. Please trade Kyle Pitts somewhere else. It's not working.
maybe we should have flipped that tier. Yeah, well,
Eh, eh,
it's all right. It's
oh,
whatever.
oh well, oh well, fuck them.
Seattle,
I like them in hopefuls, honestly.
hopeful or miss playoffs. It's one of the two.
Let's give Chris Bessie a break. Playoff hopefuls.
Let's give Chris Bressy a break. Shout out Chris
Shout out,
Bressy.
I know he's probably gonna be watching. Probably not,
Yeah.
honestly, but we'll see. Uh, the
Um,
Patriots. Drake
New
May.
England, New England Patriots. I'm gonna put them either in young and intriguing or number one pick contention. To be honest with you,
We'll go young and intriguing because Drake May can take a crazy step this year.
he can. They got the right coach to help him,
They
and
went offensive line in the draft. They got Stephon Diggs, who not gonna do much, but they got Stephon Diggs.
yeah,
You know,
see how he plays.
Stephon Diggs. I remember being stunned over that contract, and I was like, wait, and I couldn't believe Jair didn't do anything like that because Stephon Diggs was able to get that much, and Jair got 5 million. You
Yep.
know, the wide receiver corner, but I just mean like a bigger deal for his position. That was
Remember when?
stunning.
Remember when you wanted Dallas to get him?
I was like, oh yeah, you should go get Diggs and pair him up with his brother. And then I see he signed for like 20 million a year with the Patriots. I was like, you know what? I can make do
No.
without that, dude. I'll
Yeah.
take George Pickens any day. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
Cleveland, number one pick
Yep.
contention.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's gonna be a rough year, probably, most likely.
The Texans.
Texans, probably a playoff team or miss playoffs.
Yeah, I agree with playoff team because once again, just like the Bucks, that division is. I don't see any of these three teams down here. Not
Yeah,
yet. I mean,
yeah, not yet. Honestly, I think Texans will probably run that division for at least a little longer.
yeah.
Yeah. Kansas City,
Put them right up here.
probably number one pick contention for Kansas City
Number
Chiefs.
one pick in contention. Probably. Team's
No,
terrible. Number one
Super
pick.
Bowl favorite every year. As long as they have Mahomes, they'll be Super Bowl favorite every year.
Yep.
Unfortunately. Um,
The
The Dallas
Cowboys.
Cowboys, another tough team to rank.
We have a lot to prove, so therefore we're a playoff hopeful team. Are we the best of the
There you go.
bunch? I don't
Yeah,
know.
I think that's fair. Playoff hopeful or miss playoffs. That's probably where I'd have 'em.
We have a lot to prove coming up this year. So I can see it's really weird. We're a really weird team this year. I think we can shot higher the culture. Pickens goes all that. Pickens are a crazy duo. We can very easily just go 12-5, 13-4, or 8-9, 7-10. I could see either or. So tougher
I
schedule
think
coming up. We'll see.
I think that's a fair. That's fair there. Even though it's a tough schedule and all, I think they didn't earn the playoff team tier, so playoff hopeful. They got to prove that they're a playoff team
Gotta
with
prove it.
this tough schedule. You got a gauntlet of games. I know in the middle of that schedule
Oh, dude,
somewhere.
it's fucking brutal. The fucking Thanksgiving gauntlet, dude.
The
The holiday
Thanksgiving
season
stretch.
gauntlet, dude. Terrible.
Yeah. Yep. LA Chargers,
Oh man.
San Diego Chargers.
San Diego Superchargers.
um, honestly, probably miss playoffs,
You
to
think
be
so? Just a
honest.
hot take. Hot take. Missing the
Honestly,
playoffs.
missing the playoffs. I know I like Harbaugh. And I think he's a good coach. Herbert though, very shaky in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Herbert, but he.
J Herbo.
Like he throws 3 picks all season last year, but then throws five in one playoff game. So,
Oh my god. Dude, I remember watching that game. I was like, what the fuck is going on, dude? What the?
so they could very easily. You know what? We could probably bump them. Playoff hopeful.
Yeah, that's fine. Nah, that's fair. We'll put playoff hopeful.
Yeah. New York Jets.
J E
Probably,
T Jets, Jets, Jets.
probably they're not even intriguing to me anymore. Probably just number one pick contention.
Yeah,
They're
throw them
really
in
not
there.
even. There's
Justin
really nothing.
Fields.
There's really nothing exciting me about the New York Jets going into next season. Honestly,
Yeah, I agree. The Jets are terrible. Justin
I'm a big
Fields.
I'm a big Garrett Wilson and Brees Hall guy, but they can't do everything themselves, and they still don't really have an offensive line. So
Carolina.
Carolina
Bryce
Panthers.
Young.
It's either going to be mediocre at best or young and intriguing.
I would go mediocre at best. I feel like they've overran the young. I think Bryce Young going into his third year. This is a big year for Bryce Young. Big year.
This is probably make or break for Bryce
Yeah.
Young. Yeah, he showed a lot of promise at the end of last year after getting benched.
He
So
was
he's got
good.
to carry that momentum into next season. So Tennessee Titans,
And see Cam Ward rookie.
probably number one pick contention if we're
Yeah.
being for real. I think they need another year to tank or whatever. Another year of rebuilding before
Trying,
they start
trying to grab.
making.
There we go. Oh my god. I don't want to put the Colts there. All right, we'll put them. Come back down. The Jets. Ever since the Jets, my computer's been losing its mind. The Jets fucked up my computer, dude.
Yeah, that's fucking weird. But yeah, I think Tennessee they need another year of rebuilding.
Yeah, they're not there yet. They're almost there. Page unresponsive. Did you see that? That's
Oh,
hilarious.
great,
The
great.
Colts. Where should they go?
The Colts probably miss playoffs.
Yeah.
They're probably a missed playoff team, honestly.
And the Jagwaggers.
Listen, I love the addition of Travis Hunter. I think they were very aggressive in the draft and they got up and got their guy who they wanted. So that's very good on them. But I think they're very young and intriguing, in my opinion.
Yeah, probably the best out of the bunch of those guys.
Definitely the best team of that bunch for sure. But yeah, guys, this was our predictions of our early tier list of teams going into next season. And this list could age very well or it could age very poorly. So we'll just have to see going into next season.
Blame us in the comments if you want. Get mad. What the fuck? You put my Jaguars here? We should be a Super Bowl favorite.
Yeah, right.
Let's
So
see.
let
Or the
us
Giants
hear.
fans that like the fucking troll, or not troll. They can't troll. They're terrible. But let's see what they have to
Yeah,
say. Comment it
let
up.
you
Let's see.
comment it up. Let us know what you guys think. Hope you enjoyed this special video. So we wanted to try something different, and so yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Enjoy the video. Let us know what you think, and peace out. We'll see you in the next one.